Did you know that our Earth holds some of the most fascinating secrets of the universe? We often gaze at the stars, mesmerized by the vastness of space, but rarely do we stop to consider the wonders beneath our own feet. This pale blue dot, our home, is a cosmic oasis teeming with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open because in this video, we're about to journey through the cosmos to uncover 10 unknown and interesting space-related facts about Earth that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. You know that thin band of blue we see in pictures from space? That's our atmosphere, the protective layer that makes life on Earth possible. But here's the mind-blowing part: Earth's atmosphere doesn't just stop at a certain altitude. It actually extends far beyond what we might traditionally consider Earth. Earth's atmosphere, specifically a layer known as the geocorona, extends a staggering 391,000 miles. That's right, you heard me correctly. Our atmosphere stretches far beyond the Moon, which orbits at an average distance of 238,900 miles. That means, technically, every time we look up at the Moon, we're looking at something that's still within Earth's atmospheric embrace. The geocorona is incredibly thin, almost a vacuum, and it's composed primarily of hydrogen atoms that scatter far ultraviolet radiation from the Sun. This makes it incredibly difficult to observe from Earth. The discovery of the geocorona was a major game changer in our understanding of Earth's place in the cosmos. It showed us that our planet is not just a solid sphere hurtling through space, but rather a complex system with far-reaching influences. So, the next time you look up at the Moon, remember that you're not just looking at a celestial neighbour, but it's something that's still connected to Earth in a very real and profound way. Now, let's talk about density. Earth is the densest planet in our solar system. Its density is 5.52 grams per cubic centimetre. This is over 5 times denser than water. Earth's dense iron-nickel core contributes significantly. This core generates our magnetic field. Gas giants like Jupiter are much less dense. Earth's density influences gravity and plate tectonics. You know how people say time flies? Well, it turns out Earth is taking that a little too literally. Our planet's rotation isn't as constant as you might think. It's actually slowing down ever so gradually. The slowdown is incredibly subtle, on the order of milliseconds per century. The main culprit is our old friend, the Moon. Its gravity creates tides, acting like a brake. While Earth's rotation will continue to slow, it won't stop completely. This slowdown is why our days are 24 hours long. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder and awe at the sight of our Moon? It's a constant companion, a celestial dance partner that has captivated humanity for millennia. But what if I told you that Earth once had not one, but 2 moons? Yes, you heard that right. According to a fascinating theory, our planet may have once harboured a second, smaller moon billions of years ago. This theory suggests that during the early days of the solar system, a Mars-sized object slammed into Earth, creating a massive debris field that eventually coalesced to form our Moon. However, this impact may have also created a second, smaller moon that orbited Earth for millions of years before ultimately colliding with our current moon. The evidence for this second moon comes from a peculiar feature of our current moon: its 2 distinct faces. The near side of the moon is relatively smooth and flat, while the far side is heavily cratered and mountainous. The 2 moon theory provides a compelling explanation for this stark contrast. We've all seen those stunning images of the aurora borealis and aurora australis, the celestial dances of light that illuminate the polar skies. But did you know that these mesmerizing displays are a direct result of Earth's magnetic field? A powerful force that acts as an invisible shield, protecting us from harmful solar radiation. But here's the twist: Earth's magnetic field isn't static, it's constantly on the move. Over the past century, scientists have observed that the magnetic North Pole has been drifting at an unusually rapid pace. Some scientists speculate that we might be heading towards a magnetic pole reversal. This could disrupt navigation systems and animal migration patterns. For centuries, humans believed that Earth was a perfect sphere, a smooth, round ball floating in the vastness of space. And while that image might make for a pretty picture, it's not entirely accurate. In reality, Earth is far from perfectly spherical. It's more like a slightly squashed ball bulging at the equator and flattened at the poles. This bulge at the equator is caused by Earth's rotation. As our planet spins on its axis, centrifugal force pushes outward, causing the equator to bulge outwards. The difference between Earth's equatorial and polar diameters is about 26.5 miles, which might not seem like much when you consider the planet's overall size. But it's enough to make Earth technically an oblate spheroid, a shape that's more like a squashed orange than a perfect sphere. Earth's oblate spheroid shape affects its gravitational field, making it slightly stronger at the poles and weaker at the equator. This unique shape also influences the distribution of sunlight across the planet, which in turn affects our climate and weather patterns. We've already talked about how Earth may have once had 2 moons, but did you know that our planet currently has a second, albeit much smaller, companion orbiting it? Now, before you get too excited, this mini-moon isn't quite as impressive as our regular moon. Instead, it's what's known as a temporary captured object, or TCO for short. These TCOs are small asteroids or space rocks that get captured by Earth's gravity and end up orbiting our planet for a short period, typically a few months to a few years before being flung back out into space. The first, and so far only, confirmed TCO to orbit Earth was discovered in 2006 and given the catchy name 2006 RH120. This mini-moon was only about 10 to 20 feet in diameter, making it about the size of a small car. It orbited Earth for about 18 months before escaping back into its own orbit around the Sun. These TCOs offer scientists a unique opportunity to study asteroids up close and personal without having to launch expensive missions to deep space. We often think of the Sun as this distant, fiery ball of gas, radiating heat and light across vast distances. But did you know that deep within our own planet, at the very heart of Earth, lies a furnace that burns just as hot as the Sun's surface? That's right, Earth's core, a solid sphere of iron and nickel about 1,500 miles wide. Boasts temperatures that rival those found on the surface of our star, reaching a scorching 10,800 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, you might be wondering, if Earth's core is so incredibly hot, why aren't we all fried to a crisp? Well, thankfully, we have thousands of miles of rock and mantle acting as insulation, preventing this intense heat from reaching the surface. But this incredible heat isn't just some cosmic coincidence. It plays a vital role in shaping our planet and making life as we know it possible. The heat from Earth's core drives plate tectonics, the constant movement of Earth's crustal plates that creates mountains, volcanoes, and earthquakes. The heat from Earth's core is also responsible for generating our planet's magnetic field, which protects us from harmful solar radiation. So, while we might not be able to see or feel the intense heat at Earth's core, it's a constant reminder that our planet is a dynamic and powerful force. Throughout history, humans have looked to the heavens and given names to the celestial objects that grace our skies. And more often than not, these names have been inspired by mythology, with planets being named after gods and goddesses from various cultures. Mars, for example, is named after the Roman god of war, while Venus takes its name from the Roman goddess of love and beauty. But there's one planet in our solar system that stands out from the crowd, a celestial oddball that doesn't follow the mythological naming convention Earth. The word Earth is derived from the Old English word eartha, which means, quite simply, ground or soil. It's a fitting name, don't you think? After all, Earth is the only planet we know that harbours life, and that life is sustained by the ground beneath our feet. So, while the other planets in our solar system might have grand and mythical names, Earth's name is a humble reminder that our planet, for all its wonders and mysteries, is ultimately our home. We often think of space as this pristine, empty void, but the reality is far from it. Our cosmic neighbourhood is actually a pretty dusty place, littered with countless pieces of space debris, ranging in size from tiny dust particles to large chunks of rock and metal. And while most of this debris burns up harmlessly in Earth's atmosphere, creating those fleeting streaks of light we call shooting stars, some of it does make it through, raining down on our planet every single day. In fact, scientists estimate that Earth is bombarded with about 100 tons of space debris every day. Most of this debris is incredibly small, no bigger than grains of sand. However, occasionally, larger pieces of space debris do make it through Earth's atmosphere, and these can pose a more significant threat. While events like the Tunguska event are rare, they serve as a stark reminder that Earth exists in a cosmic shooting gallery, constantly bombarded by debris from space. So, the next time you look up at the night sky and see a shooting star, remember that it's not just a beautiful sight, but also a reminder of the constant influx of material from space that shapes our planet. Thank you for watching. So, there you have it. 10 unknown and interesting space-related facts about Earth that will hopefully leave you with a newfound appreciation for our pale blue dot. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Earthlings. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing content about the universe and our place in it. The more we learn about our planet, the more we realise how little we truly know. But one thing's for sure, Earth is an extraordinary place, full of wonders and mysteries that continue to inspire and amaze us.